This is a game between Vit and Warren. Vit plays black, Warren plays white. Normal opening, then white plays this combination, and we have a very interesting consideration right now. Usually white connects. After white connects, black plays here. White can play this one. Black connects and white plays something. I don't know what white would have chosen. Sometimes black can also think of cutting white because for now white cannot capture black. And only when white answers, black comes back, and now white is cut. So this is actually a good idea. So not always we play this immediately. Sometimes white waits with it until better times. But in the game, white played this move, thinking that it is just the same but better because now we have that reversed monkey jump. Yeah, very very good. But but at this point, black maybe still needs to answer. If black doesn't answer, then white cuts. But black has a better way to answer. So black captured this stone. And locally, well, in fact, there is a chance to make a very, very small life, but who would care about such a small life? So this move looks very active. However, white continues with this push, and black still needs to answer. Otherwise, this variation works for white. So black answers. So white got another move in center. And in fact, white can push even more. If now black plays on the other side, white can play this one in center, which is also quite valuable. So I think that black overall feels quite over-concentrated around here. Do we really need these stones? And white is happy getting so many stones on the outside. So, in fact, black's continuation was mistaken, erroneous. Black should play here. Now there is no possibility of making even that small life, first of all. But more importantly, white has no center moves on the outside. So this is the correct move of black. And you see the difference. Now black needs to play this one, and in the future white is likely to get this in center. And black cannot play like this because then white connects. And now, basically, we don't let white get this exchange. On the other hand, white got AB exchange. So white doesn't get CD exchange, but white gets AB exchange. And this AB exchange is valuable because then white can play that large knights move, which white played in the game. So it's difficult to choose which is better, in fact. But I think that still this Joseki move should be probably better. Just a little bit. Both are good, let's say. So white plays here. And I think that this move is still quite valuable. Otherwise, if white pushes, well, black doesn't know if black has to answer or not. And if black plays here, well, there is still a weakness in white's shape. Maybe it's not really usable because nothing works, but the weakness is there. For example, if black attacks from the other side, there might be a problem for white. For now, black plays away. Yes, white approaches, black approaches. White decides to just live in the corner, which is all right. Yes, why not? And black let white live. Yes, also fine. Good. And then this move, yes, very big move. Not sure of these two moves if they're big. Are we afraid that white plays here? This move is not so amazing because it leaves such a continuation for black. Maybe one day black decides to choose it. And if white plays like this, well, we can easily make a group on the bottom side. Maybe I would play here then. I don't know. But it's also good like this. I have this move, a bit slow, but maybe needed. Then black invades, and this is unusual. So usually we would play here. Yeah, black will live, but we also get a lot. And actually, black doesn't have much perspective of where to develop the group because we already have such a strong shape there. Maybe black plays here. We might answer, but we might also consider not answering. But white goes in. However, this is a bit worse than simply connecting because now there will be a cutting point left, and black still is just as alive in the corner as black would have been had white connected solidly. Yeah, this. Then there is a cutting point in white shape. Black for now crawls. White plays these exchanges and only then answers. Are these good exchanges? Not necessarily. If we don't play them, then later we would continue like this. We don't need to play this one as well, which means that this move will be center, for example. These are all very little details, but they are there. So if we play like this instead, and later we play this move, then this one is not center anymore. However, black played this one now because if not, then white can start a ko for black's life, and black was afraid. So it's understandable. Black played this one and then captured. But this capture was not needed anymore. Is it big enough? It's 5 points. Well, it's also a little bit connected to the strength of white's group, but maybe it's more important to play here. White can get that one in center, but it's all right. And maybe even we don't answer there. We can answer here, which looks more active. Yeah, this looks better, doesn't it? Yeah. So nothing to be scared of. It was not a big move. Black probably captured automatically without thinking much. Yeah. So white should have just played here. Maybe white was afraid that black can play this one in center. And in the game, black finished in Gote, even though black shouldn't have finished in Gote. Yeah, and then play elsewhere. But in fact, it's still problematic for black when white starts a fight this way. If black plays here, white plays here. If black plays here, white plays here. If black here, white here, and black is dead. And if black plays here, then well, black lives, but on a very small scale. Yeah, probably these are the correct variations because this one leads to a cause, so it's already worse. Better to not die if we have this great opportunity. Yeah, like this. Black gets 5 points in the corner, but white gets also this G18 in center. Anyway, in the game it's like this. White gets this move. Black jumps. Yes, makes sense. Though I would also consider some very calm protecting move. This still leaves a weakness, which white uses immediately. This was not really successful exchange because it only created a weakness in black's shape, and if black continues, then well, white can just leave it. Black starts a fight here. Interesting. Interesting. Difficult to judge, but now I would really like to continue pushing out. Even if white plays here, I wouldn't care. This is too big. And if white plays here, I would probably push once more. Even if white plays here, I think that black can be... Ah, no, sorry. This doesn't work. And this is also not impressive. Just a little bit impressive. So black would probably play here now, but it's a very important exchange, this 1-2. If we played here, obviously white is going to play here soon, but somehow white didn't do it. Peep, trying to split black. But I think that this is more important. And then, well, will black be really split? Maybe black will, but it's not easy for white, is it? And black can always sacrifice a little bit, sorry, especially if black can get a nice influence towards the center, because black can count actually on quite much in the center. Like this, I think that black is very good in this game. In the actual game, black started with this move and then, yeah, tried to find some weakness in white's shape so that if now white goes out, maybe maybe we can cause a liberty problem. This was black's hope, but it was a bit of an overplay. I think that just playing like this would be enough. And if we played like this instead, white cut black, and then unfortunately black didn't have a chance to play these great moves because white now has this one in center and yeah, it doesn't work there. So thanks to this Atari being center, black cannot harm white's group. So it's a little bit of black's failure because now white cuts black and it becomes a bit scary for black. Black extends, white jumps. Black tries to do something on the side, but white answered very strong in a very strong way. Then black goes out and white plays this move, hoping that it will be center, but in fact it doesn't threaten anything. It's not much that we enclose black group with so many holes in our wall. So white must have continued. Like this, the game is all right for white. White goes naturally into black's area. Um, and yeah, I think that it's very acceptable what happens. Yes. Was it not possible now to continue from the top? Black doesn't have much around here. Yeah. So the best thing which black has is this one. But actually it almost makes live. Also there is a cutting point there. So white was afraid, but then well black runs out with the group. And this one was a mistake by white because then black turned here, which gave black a lot of strength and a lot of potential on the right side. So now the game starts looking quite good for black. White still plays very calmly, goes back. Maybe it's really needed, but it only shows how weak the group is after black got this great Hane. Then black captures, and white decides that he needs to go back, otherwise the cut is too strong at A. The group on the left side can die. Yeah, and now white's only hope is to just reduce all the right side and not die with the group in the center. So white starts. Mm, but yeah, somehow this is played by black in center. Maybe white should have ignored. If black plays here, then white can play this, and this is unfortunately dead. Aha. Then I see why white didn't choose it. All right, so white needs to continue. And then white creates a group, but the group will probably die, and even if not, then black can still attack the group in the center, and black already creates points by attacking this group. Yeah, so in the end, the attack is not successful. But it's very difficult now to go into black's area and live. Sorry, live and not die with the central group. So the game was already very difficult. Yeah, so I think that this is it about this game. Well, I think that here white must have played this one, then then the game would be much better. Black is then under pressure, so black will likely add a move, and then white can very easily invade. And now it became complicated. Maybe like this, white can have better chances for winning. All right, that's it about this game. Thank you, and we will move to the next one.